These photos are all that's left from the massacre of 72 migrants in Mexico 10 years ago. They were mostly Central Americans, crossing Mexico to reach the US, when a criminal group lined them up and shot them in this ranch. And there's a story behind each death. This is Glenda Medrano's. She was a 23-year-old student heading to the States to make money for her family. We talked to her mum, Mirna, back in the family home in El Salvador.
She didn't want me to have to keep selling flowers, and she said, "Mom, I want to go to help you to fix up the house."
Mexico's moved on since Glenda died. Warring gangs have committed a host of other atrocities. But for Mirna, in a way, 10 years ago, time stopped.
The hardest part is being together at the table and seeing her chair empty. Even when as a mother you cook for the family, there's always the portion for that child. And we try to forget, but we never will.
This Sunday, the Pope remembered the killing.
I express my solidarity to the families of the victims, who still today are calling for justice and truth. The Lord will ask for a reckoning for all the migrants who perished in journeys of hope.
And on the weekend, activists put up a monument on Mexico City's main avenue honoring the 72 migrants.
This monument reminds us the impunity that we have in our country, reminds us the violence against migrants and against asylum seekers who are trying to have a safe life.
Mexico's policy since 2014 has been to try and stop migrants from getting in at all. It's getting harder for migrants to cross Mexico. Under pressure from the United States, the country's really tightened its southern border. And activists say that means that those who do get through are forced to use ever more remote routes to cross the country, and that leaves them vulnerable to criminal groups. Especially in Tamaulipas state, where the 72 were killed, a decade on, the same dangers exist for migrants. John Holman, Aljazeera, Mexico City.